principal ma'am and all the faculty members and all my dear friend. So I am here to throw some lights on the salient features of Indian Constitution. So here it goes. India is a beautiful dress worn by the Indians with lots of pockets of incredible ethnicity, culture, language, religion, and creeds. But the question before independence was how would these Indians and the Indian polity and governments look like in such a dress? Here comes the Indian Constitution, which is not morally a book, but is also like a mirror where we can see who we are and what we are. So, the salient features of Constitution of India are first, written and detailed Constitution. The Constitution is a wholly written document which incorporates the constitutional law of India. It was fully debated and duly enacted by the Constitutional Assembly of India. It took the Assembly 2 years, 11 months, and 18 days to write and enact the Constitution. Indian Constitution is a very detailed constitution. It consists of 395 articles divided into 22 parts with 12 schedules and 94 constitutional amendments. It is a constitution of both the center and states of Indian Union. Second, preamble of Constitution. The preamble of Constitution of India is a well developed document which states the philosophy of the Constitution. It declares India to be a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic and a welfare state committed to secure justice, liberty, and equality for the people and for promoting fraternity, dignity of individual, and integrity of the nation. The preamble is the key to the constitution. It states that, in nutshell, the nature of Indian state and the objectives it is committed to secure only for the people. Third, mixture of federalism and unitarianism. While describing India as a union of states, the constitution provides for a federal structure with a unitary spirit. Scholars describe India as a quasi-federation or as a federation with a unitary bias or even as Unitarian federation. Like a federation, the Constitution of India provides for first, a division of powers between the center and states. Second, written, rigid and supreme constitution. Third, independent judiciary with the power to decide center state disputes. Fourth, dual administration, that is center and state administration. However, by providing a very strong center, a common constitution, single citizenship, common election commission, common all India services, etc. The constitution clearly reflects its unitary spirit. India is a federation with some Unitarian features. The mixture of federalism, Unitarianism has been done keeping in view both the pluralistic nature of society and the presence of religion diversities, and also due to need for security of unity and integrity of the nation. Fourth, the fundamental rights. Under its Part 3C, Article 20 to 35, the Constitution of India grants and guarantees fundamental rights to its citizens. It is called the Indian Bill of Rights. Initially, 7 fundamental rights were granted, but after the deletion of right to property from the list of fundamental rights, their number came down to 6. The 6 fundamental rights are first, right to equality. It provides equality before law, end of discrimination, equality of fraternity, abolition of untouchability, and abolition of titles. Second, right to freedom. Right to freedom basically involves 6 other fundamental rights. These are first, freedom of speech and expression. Second, freedom to form an association. Third, freedom to assemble peaceably without arms. Fourth, freedom to move freely in India. Fifth, freedom of residence in any part of India. And last, sixth, freedom of adopting any profession or trade or any organization. Fifth, right against exploitation. It prohibits sale and purchase of human beings, forced labor and employment of children in hazardous jobs and factories. Fourth fundamental right is right to freedom of religion. This right gives us the freedom of conscience, religion, and worship. Any person can follow any religion. It gives to all religions freedom to establish and maintain their religion's institutions. No person can be compelled to pay any tax for the propagation of any religion. Constitution prohibits the imparting of religious instructions in schools and colleges. Fifth, cultural and educational rights. This right includes right of the minorities to maintain and develop their languages and culture. Sixth, right to constitutional remedies. This right includes means this right is basically the soul of entire Bill of Rights. This article includes the enforcement and protection of fundamental rights by the courts. It empowers the Supreme Court and High Court to issue rights for the enforcement of these rights. Fifth salient feature of Indian Constitution is fundamental duties of citizens. Fundamental duties are moral obligations on all citizens of India which help to promote a spirit of patriotism and uphold the unity, integrity and sovereignty of India. These duties given in the part 4A of Constitution of India comes in the self, the environment, the state and society and the nation. Sixth, the directive principle of state policy. Directive principle are instructions to the state for securing socio-economic development objectives through its policies. These are to be implemented by both the unions for the states. And last, I would like to mention the salient features of Indian Constitution is adult suffrage. Another feature of Constitution is that it provides for universal adult suffrage. All men and women enjoy an equal right to vote. Each adult woman and man above the age 18 years has the right to vote. All registered voters got the opportunity to vote in election. At last, before ending my speech, I would like to quote Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. However good a constitution may be, if those who are implementing it are not good, it will prove to be bad. And however bad a constitution may be, if those implementing it are good, it will prove to be good. At last, it means at last, it us means it's us who will decide our constitution is good or bad by implementing in that way. Thank you so much.